सो डियर स्टूडेंट, स्वागत है आपका आपके अपने यूट्यूब चैनल SRGCHOD इलेक्ट्रिकल पर। एक बार फिर से मैं रोहिताज सिंह, हेड ऑफ डिपार्टमेंट इलेक्ट्रिकल इंजीनियरिंग। तो आज लेक्चर नंबर 11 वी विल स्टार्ट ए न्यू टॉपिक, दैट इज AC वोल्टेज कंट्रोलर। ठीक है, तो एक नया टॉपिक है, दैट इज इम्पोर्टेंट टॉपिक है AC वोल्टेज कंट्रोलर। ठीक है, तो AC वोल्टेज कंट्रोलर एक्चुअली क्या होता है कि हमारा जो AC वोल्टेज होते हैं वो कैसे होते हैं, जो जैसे कि डोमेस्टिक पर्पज के लिए आप वोल्टेज यूज करते हो, तो जनरली द वोल्टेज आर फिक्स्ड एम्पलीट्यूड फिक्स्ड फ्रीक्वेंसी वोल्टेज। ठीक है, लेकिन कहीं कहीं क्या होता है कि हम लोगों को वेरिएबल फ्रीक्वेंसी वेरिएबल एम्पलीट्यूड की जरूरत पड़ती है। मतलब AC वोल्टेज कैसा चाहिए, वेरिएबल चाहिए। फॉर एग्जाम्पल, अगर आपके घरों में सपोज कोई फैन है और फैन की स्पीड को आप चेंज करना चाहते हो, रेगुलेट करना चाहते हो, तो देखिएगा स्पीड हम कंट्रोल जनरली करते हैं सप्लाई वोल्टेज से। तो जो हमारा सप्लाई वोल्टेज है दैट वी हैव टू चेंज, तो उसको चेंज करने के लिए जो हम कन्वर्टर या कंट्रोलर यूज करते हैं दैट इज कॉल्ड एज AC वोल्टेज कंट्रोलर। इन द सेम वे इन इंडस्ट्री जो हमारी लार्ज मोटर्स होती हैं उनकी स्पीड कंट्रोल करने के लिए हमें वोल्टेज AC वोल्टेज कैसा चाहिए, वेरिएबल वोल्टेज चाहिए। लेकिन जनरली हमारे पास जो AC वोल्टेज होता है वो फिक्स एम्पलीट्यूड फिक्स फ्रीक्वेंसी का होता है। तो उसको वेरी कराने के लिए, एम्पलीट्यूड और फ्रीक्वेंसी को चेंज कराने के लिए जनरली हम किसका यूज करते हैं, AC वोल्टेज कंट्रोलर का। ठीक है, अब देखिएगा AC वोल्टेज कंट्रोलर एक्चुअली अगर हम AC वोल्टेज कंट्रोलर की बात करते हैं तो AC वोल्टेज कंट्रोलर is a type of converter that converts the fixed AC supply into variable AC supply means this is simply a type of converter जो क्या करता है, फिक्स्ड AC सप्लाई को वेरिएबल AC सप्लाई में कन्वर्ट कर सकता है। मीन्स इफ वी ड्रा इट with the help of a block diagram, suppose we have this is the fixed AC supply, this is fixed AC supply, and you know an AC supply is represented by its amplitude as well as its frequency. So this is a fixed amplitude and fixed frequency supply like that. This is Vs and this is omega t. This is 0, this is pi and this is 2 pi. Its amplitude is how much? This is equal to Vm. Okay, so here and frequency F is equal to constant. You know, in India generally the operating frequency of AC supply is 50 Hz. Okay, and amplitude Vm is also constant. Okay, so a constant AC supply is represented by fixed frequency and fixed amplitude. Okay, so this is AC voltage controller. So AC voltage controller converts the fixed AC supply into variable AC supply. This is variable AC supply. Now you know that we have two parameters that represent an AC supply, that is fixed frequency and amplitude. So either we can change the frequency or we can change the amplitude. Okay, so to make AC supply as variable generally we use वेरिएबल एम्पलीट्यूड, या तो हमारा एम्पलीट्यूड क्या होना चाहिए, वेरी करना चाहिए। ओके, या वेरिएबल फ्रीक्वेंसी। ठीक है, अगर हमारा एम्पलीट्यूड वेरी कर जाता है तब भी हमारी सप्लाई कैसी बन जाती है, वेरिएबल AC बन जाती है। या अगर हमारी फ्रीक्वेंसी वेरी कर जाती है तब भी सप्लाई हमारी कैसी बन जाती है, वेरिएबल। सो there are two ways to make the AC supply as variable, either to vary the amplitude or by varying the amplitude of the supply or by varying the frequency of AC supply. ठीक है, सो इसके लिए अभी जो हम पढ़ने वाले हैं दैट इज एसी वोल्टेज कंट्रोलर. ठीक है, सो एसी वोल्टेज कंट्रोलर के बाद हम पढ़ेंगे दैट इज कॉल्ड एज साइक्लो कन्वर्टर. सो एसी वोल्टेज कंट्रोलर क्या करता है, एम्पलीट्यूड को चेंज करता है. ठीक है, और साइक्लो कन्वर्टर क्या करता है, हमारा फ्रीक्वेंसी को चेंज करता है. तो देयर आर टू टाइप्स ऑफ कन्वर्टर दैट विल डील्स, दैट इज एसी वोल्टेज कंट्रोलर दैट इज यूज्ड to change or vary the amplitude of AC supply, and second is cyclo converter that is used to change the frequency of AC supply. ठीक है, सो फिलहाल अभी हम स्टार्ट करेंगे AC वोल्टेज कंट्रोलर. तो अभी इसमें हम देखते हैं कि कौन कौन से टॉपिक हमें कवर करने हैं. टॉपिक टू बी कवर्ड, टॉपिक्स टू बी कवर्ड. ओके, तो सबसे पहले हम इसमें देखेंगे एसी वोल्टेज कंट्रोलर में दैट इज प्रिंसिपल ऑफ ऑन ऑफ कंट्रोलर. फर्स्ट इज प्रिंसिपल ऑफ ऑन ऑफ कंट्रोलर. ऑन ऑफ कंट्रोलर, तो यू नो दैट हियर वी विल यूज ऑन ऑफ कंडीशन. ठीक है, मतलब कुछ टाइम के लिए स्विचेस को क्या बनाएंगे, हम ऑन कंडीशन में रखेंगे और कुछ टाइम के लिए स्विचेस को ऑफ कंडीशन में रखेंगे, जिससे कि क्या होगा कि जो हमारे इनपुट सप्लाई के जो कुछ साइकिल्स हैं दे विल बी चॉप आउट. ठीक है, कुछ साइकिल्स को हम चॉप आउट कर देंगे जिससे कि हमारा आउटपुट जो सप्लाई होगी वो वेरी कर जाएगी. सेकेंड इसमें हम पढ़ेंगे प्रिंसिपल ऑफ फेज कंट्रोल. प्रिंसिपल ऑफ फेज कंट्रोल, फेज कंट्रोल. So this is principle of on off control and principle of phase control. नेक्स्ट इसमें हम पढ़ने वाले हैं सिंगल फेज एसी वोल्टेज कंट्रोलर. एसी वोल्टेज कंट्रोलर विथ आर एंड आर एल लोड. विथ आर एंड आर एल लोड. ठीक है, नेक्स्ट इसमें हम पढ़ेंगे दैट इज सीक्वेंस कंट्रोल. सीक्वेंस कंट्रोल. एंड लास्ट टॉपिक इसमें हम डिस्कस करेंगे इंट्रोडक्शन टू मैट्रिक्स कन्वर्टर. मैट्रिक्स कन्वर्टर. ठीक है, तो डियर स्टूडेंट, दीज आर द टॉपिक्स दैट वी हैव टू कवर इन एसी वोल्टेज रेगुलेटर. ठीक है, एसी वोल्टेज रेगुलेटर को फिनिश आउट करने के बाद वी विल डिस्कस द साइक्लो कन्वर्टर दैट इज द प्रिंसिपल ऑफ वेरिंग द सप्लाई फ्रीक्वेंसी विद द हेल्प ऑफ साइक्लो कन्वर्टर. ठीक है, तो लेट्स स्टार्ट विद फर्स्ट टॉपिक दैट इज प्रिंसिपल ऑफ ऑन ऑफ कंट्रोल. प्रिंसिपल ऑफ ऑन ऑफ कंट्रोल. Principle of on off control. तो for on off control, as I have told you कि on off control में क्या करेंगे, कुछ टाइम के लिए कुछ साइकिल्स के लिए जो इनपुट सप्लाई है उन साइकिल्स के लिए हम स्विचेस को ऑन रखेंगे और कुछ टाइम के लिए स्विचेस को ऑफ रखेंगे, जिससे कि कुछ इनपुट साइकिल्स हमारे चॉप आउट हो जाएंगे. ठीक है, तो देखते हैं इसका सर्किट डायग्राम. हियर वी विल टेक टू SCRs connected in anti-parallel like that. These are the two SCRs. Suppose this is T1 and this is T2. Okay, these are connected to an fixed AC supply. This is single phase AC supply here, and this is the resistive load. For understanding purpose, we are considering that this load is resistive load. This is R and output voltage is V0. Output current is I0. This is plus minus Vs is equal to this is Vm sin omega t. This is the supply voltage having fixed amplitude and fixed frequency. And these are two thyristors. Suppose this is Is, that is supply current. This is thyristor current IT1 and this is thyristor current IT2. This is the anode of thyristor T1, this is cathode. Similarly, this is the anode of T2 and this is cathode. Okay, so here during on-off control, the thyristor T1 is always triggered during positive half cycle of input supply and T2 is triggered during negative half of input supply. ठीक है, for n cycles we are considering them n cycle. During n cycle the T1 is triggered during positive half cycle and T2 is triggered during negative half cycle, and the second condition is that the T1 and T2 are triggered without any delay. ओके, देयर इज नो डिले एंगल, मींस अल्फा की वैल्यू जो यहाँ होगी वो क्या होगी, आपकी 0 होगी. ठीक है, तो यहां ड्रा कर लेते हैं वेवफॉर्म. सपोज दिस इज द इनपुट सप्लाई, लाइक दैट. ठीक है, दिस इज द इनपुट सप्लाई. This is the input supply. ठीक है, you know this is the peak amplitude, that is Vm, and this is Vs is equal to Vm sin omega t. Okay, this is 0, this is pi, this is 2 pi, this is 3 pi, this is 4 pi, and this is so on. ठीक है, now we will trigger the T1 and T2. So these are the gate pulse for T1 and T2, that is this is IG1 and this is IG2. Now we have to obtain the output voltage. So this is output voltage V0. We have to obtain the output current. So this is for output current I0. We have to obtain the switch current, that is I of T1 and T2. Or here we can take the supply current Is. This is for T1 IT1 and this is for IT2. This is IT2, means thyristor. ठीक है, so keep in mind T1 is triggered during positive half cycle without any delay. Okay, similarly T2 is triggered during negative half cycle without any delay. Okay, now suppose these are the n cycles. जिसके लिए n साइकिल के लिए हमें क्या करना है, T1 और T2 को ट्रिगर कराना है, और m साइकिल के लिए, नेक्स्ट m साइकिल के लिए क्या करना है, इनको ऑफ रखना है. तो देखिएगा T1 को हम गेट पल्स देंगे ड्यूरिंग पॉजिटिव हाफ साइकिल, मींस दिस इज द गेट पल्स फॉर T1 लाइक दैट, बिकॉज इट विल ट्रिगर ओनली फॉर ड्यूरिंग फॉर नेगेटिव हाफ साइकिल. नेक्स्ट नेगेटिव हाफ साइकिल विल बी दैट this is triggering of T1 and T2 will trigger during negative half cycle. This is T2 and again this is T2. ठीक है, this is the gate pulse for T1, this is T1, this is T2 and this is T2. Now up to n cycle, suppose we are considering these cycles are n cycles. Up to n cycles we are triggering T1 and T2 in sequence. During positive half cycle T1 trigger, during negative half cycle T2 trigger. Suppose we are triggering T1 and T2 up to n cycles. For next m cycles, this is m cycles. For next m cycles, these are m cycles up to where? For m cycles, the T1 and T2 remains off. Next, for n cycle, during positive half cycle the T1 will trigger, this is T1, and during negative half cycle T2 will trigger, this is T2. Again during positive half cycle T1 triggered, like that, this is T1. So you can see here, during first n cycles the T1 and T2 triggered. T1 triggered for positive half cycle without any delay, and T2 triggered for negative half cycle without any delay. For next m cycles, no thyristor conducts, that is we are not providing the gate signal either to T1 or T2. For m cycles these will remain off, and next for n cycle T1 and T2 will trigger during positive and negative half cycle. Okay? So here we can rub it. We can write here that T1 and T2 conducts for n cycles of supply voltage, and T1 and T2 remains off for next m cycles of supply voltage. Okay, so here we can define the duty cycle. So duty cycle will be equal to, this is delta is equal to how much? Duty cycle is nothing but this is the number of cycles in which the T1 and T2 triggers or conducts divided by total number of cycles. So this is equal to n upon m plus n. So here the duty cycle delta will be equal to n upon m plus n, where n is the cycles in which T1 and T2 conducts, and m is the number of cycles in which T1 and T2 remains off, and m plus n are the total number of cycles in which T1 and T2 conducts and remains off. So duty cycle you have defined, that is conduction time divided by total time. So यहाँ पर conduction cycle divided by total cycles, this is the duty cycle. So during positive half cycle, see here, T1 conducts because you are providing the gate pulse to T1 during positive half cycle, and T2 remains off. It is in reverse blocking mode. Okay. So you can see here the equivalent circuit. When T1 conducts, so it will be like a short circuit, and this is R, and this is output voltage V0, this is I0, and T2 remains off, like that. This is T1 and this is T2. This is the supply voltage here. This is plus minus Vs. This is supply current I of S. This is IT1 and this is IT2. Okay. So see here, we can apply the KVL to obtain the output voltage. So apply KVL, that is Vs minus V0 is equal to how much? 0. So V0 will be equal to Vs. So output voltage V0 will be equal to Vm sin omega t. Means during positive half cycle, when T1 is triggered, the output voltage follow the input voltage, and because the load is resistive type of load, so output current I0 will be equal to simple V0 divided by R. So it will be Vm upon R sin omega t. This is the output current. Okay. Now we have to calculate IS. Supply current IS is nothing but it is equal to IT1 and which is equal to I naught. So IS is equal to IT1 is equal to I naught, that is Vm upon R sine omega t. This is the switch current, sorry, supply current, or we can say this is thyristor current T1 and this is output current I naught. Now IT2 what? IT2 is equal to 0 because in this period during positive half cycle the thyristor T2 does not conduct. So we can draw the output voltage during positive half cycle. This will follow the input voltage like that. Okay. Next, I naught will be equal to what? This will be V naught divided by R, means it will be sinusoidal, and IS is equal to IT1 is equal to I naught, means IS will be same and IT1 will be same like that, and IT2 will be equal to 0 during positive half cycle. Okay. Now we will see what will happen during negative half cycle. So during negative half cycle, the equivalent circuit will be looks like this is T1. It will be in reverse blocking mode. Here T2 will conduct, and T1 remains in reverse blocking mode. Okay. So this is the resistive load. This is R, and here T2 will conduct. It will behave like a short circuit. This is the supply voltage. This is the minus, this is plus Vs because this is negative half cycle. So this is output voltage V naught and this is output current I naught. This is supply current Is and this is IT2 and this is IT. You can see here. Okay. So again we can apply the KVL. So minus of Vs minus of Vs minus V naught will be equal to 0. So V naught will be equal to minus of Vs, that is minus Vm sine omega t. Okay, means it will be minus Vm sine omega t. The amplitude of voltage will be equal to minus Vm, that is negative and very sinusoidal. So I naught is equal to, this is equal to V naught divided by R. So minus Vm upon R sine omega t. Okay. Now supply current you see here, the supply current Is is equal to I naught. So supply current Is is equal to I naught, that is equal to minus Vm upon R sine omega t. But you can see that is IT1 is 0 and during this cycle this is IT1 is equal to 0 and IT2 is equal to I naught, that is minus Vm upon R sine omega t. So we can draw output voltage during positive half cycle. It follows the supply voltage like that. I naught is also negative. Okay, and Is in this case is negative, which is equal to I naught. So it is negative like that. IT1 is 0. So here IT1 is 0. But T2 is equal to I naught. IT2 is equal to I naught. So it will be like that. This is IT2. So we have seen that the output voltage following the supply voltage when T1 and T2 triggers during positive half cycle and during negative half cycle respectively. So we have considered that n cycles are from here to here. These are the n cycles. So similarly the output current will follow the same cycle and IS will follow the same cycle like that. Here IT1 will be positive, again it will be 0, it will be 0, again it will be negative, like that. So in this way we have find the output voltage, output current, switch current, and T1 and T2 current, that is thyristor currents. Now for next m cycles you can see that both T1 and T2 are remains off. We are not providing any gate pulse for next m cycle, so output voltage during off condition will be 0. From here to here output current will be 0, and supply current as well as thyristor current, all the parameters will remain 0 during m cycles, because in m cycles no thyristor conducts. Okay, now next thyristor T1 is conducting, that's why we will get the positive voltage, and T2 is conducting, we will get the negative voltage and again positive voltage. So similar cycles will be followed by all parameters like that. This is like that. Okay, now here the current IT1 will be positive, again it will be 0, and again it will be positive. Here it will be 0 IT2, it will be negative, and again it will be 0, and these all axes are omega t axis. Okay, so in that way we have obtained the different waveforms. So you can see during some cycles of supply voltage we are getting the output supply, but next for m cycles we are getting no output supply, for next cycle we are getting. So these cycles we have choked of input supply. Okay, so we will obtain the RMS value of output voltage. Okay, RMS value of output voltage. RMS value of output voltage. See here, that is V naught R. So यहाँ पर क्या करेंगे हम, जब भी हमें RMS वैल्यू निकालनी है तो हमारे पास टोटल साइकिल कितने हैं, n+m. टोटल साइकिल कितने हैं, n+m. और ड्यूटी साइकिल की अगर हम बात करते हैं तो हमने डिफाइन किया था n/m+1. सो यहाँ पर जो RMS वैल्यू होगी दैट विल बी ड्यूटी साइकिल डेल्टा इनटू अंडर रूट डेल्टा इनटू दैट इज द ड्यूटी साइकिल एंड इंटीग्रेशन 0 to 2 pi. We will take only one cycle. तो one cycle का टाइम पीरियड कितना है आपका, 0 pi 2 pi. The time period of one cycle is 2 pi. So first of all we will obtain the RMS value of one cycle and it will be multiplied by duty cycle. So 0 to 2 pi, this is V naught as a function of omega t, and this is d omega t and its square. ठीक है, and this is root. ठीक है, तो it will be under root delta is how much, n upon m plus n, and it will be 0 to 2 pi, this will be Vm square sin square omega t, and this is d omega t. So after solving you will get under root n upon m plus n, that is Vm upon root 2. You know that the RMS value of one cycle is equal to sinusoidal cycle is equal to Vm upon root 2. ठीक है, so for one cycle the RMS value is equal to Vm upon root 2, and you have to obtain the RMS value of n cycles out of m plus n cycles. Then you will multiply this duty cycle. Okay, so V naught R is equal to under root n upon m plus n Vm upon root 2. Okay, so in that way we can calculate the value of RMS value of output voltage. Simply you have to calculate the RMS value of one cycle. The time period for one cycle is 2 pi, and just you have to multiply by root of duty cycle, and duty cycle you know that is n upon m plus n. Okay, now what is Vm upon root 2? Vm upon root 2 is nothing but it is the RMS value of supply voltage. Vm upon root 2 is nothing but this is the RMS value of supply voltage. So V naught R we can write that under root n upon m plus n into VSR. सिंपल, दिस इज फॉर्मूला लाइक इन चॉपर। आपने चॉपर पढ़ा होगा, तो चॉपर के केस में भी क्या करते थे हम, इनपुट सप्लाई का कुछ पार्ट क्या करते थे, चॉप करते थे और हम डिफाइन करते थे ड्यूटी साइकिल। तो जो आरएमएस वैल्यू आती थी आउटपुट वोल्टेज की, वो क्या आती थी, वो आती थी आपकी रूट अल्फा इंटू वीएस। वहां वीएस क्या होता था आपका, डीसी सप्लाई वोल्टेज होता था। क्योंकि यहाँ पर सप्लाई वोल्टेज कैसा है आपका, एसी है, इसलिए यहाँ पर वैल्यू कैसी आ जाएगी आपकी, आरएमएस वैल्यू। एंड यहाँ पर जो ड्यूटी साइकिल होगा दैट इज एन अपॉन एम प्लस एन। वहां पर ड्यूटी साइकिल आपका क्या था, टी ऑन अपॉन टी ऑन प्लस टी ऑफ। ठीक है, सो इन दिस वे द फॉर्मूला रिमेन्स सेम, आइदर इट इज द केस ऑफ एसी वोल्टेज कंट्रोलर और डीसी टू डीसी चौथा। So in that way we have obtained the RMS value of output voltage. Now the RMS current, RMS value of output current, because it is a resistive type of load, so RMS output current that is I node R will be equal to simple, this is V node R divided by R. It will be under root n upon m plus n into VSR upon R. This is the RMS value of output current. Okay. So in this way we have derived the RMS value of output voltage. You can see here that RMS value of output voltage V naught R is equal to under root n upon m plus n, that is VSR. So you can see here by changing the value of n, means if you will change the value of n then the RMS value of output voltage will change. Okay, अगर आप number of cycles n को आप increase कर देते हो या decrease कर देते हो, ठीक है, तो हमारा आउटपुट RMS वोल्टेज क्या होगा, आपका चेंज होगा। मीन्स इट इज डिपेंडिंग अपॉन द नंबर ऑफ साइकिल्स इन विच T1 and T2 ट्रिगर्स। ठीक है, सो बाय चेंजिंग द number of cycles in which T1 and T2 triggers, we can control the RMS value of output voltage. ठीक है, so dear student, make one correction, means during negative half cycle the direction of current, output current will be in anti-clockwise direction, because during negative half cycle this is negative, this is plus terminal, so it will be the direction of supply current. Okay, because the anode will be positive of T2 and cathode will be negative, so the direction of supply will be anti-clockwise direction. So this is IS, this is I node, IT1 will be equal to 0 and IT2 will be equal to I node. Okay, so make one correction in this diagram during negative half cycle. In the previous diagram we have shown the direction of current I node is like that. This is wrong, it will be in anti-clockwise direction. Okay, so be correct with this diagram. And आज के लेक्चर में इतना ही। Thank you for watching the video and I request you to please subscribe the channel, share and like the video. Okay, thank you.